Hello everyone, how was your day? Back again with this video presentation. This time we will convey about the evaluation of each part of each member's presentation at the Session 1 meeting yesterday. This aims to be able to improve presentation skills so that in the future it can be even better. This group has 7 members, namely is Danella, Aurelia, Arsanti, Alvis Syuhada, Rio Septiano, Stevani, Tabita, Veamas, Wahyu, Saputra, Asyahra Ikhwanur, and lastly, Naomi Prabaputri. My introduction is Danella, Aurelia, Arsanti. Here, I will evaluate the entire video presentation for my part at the Session 1 meeting. In presenting a video, there are many things that must be evaluated, beginning by discussing the must point contained in the presentation. In a presentation, we have to pay more attention to gesture because if we show tense gesture, then the audience will also feel tense. And in the video, it can be seen that these gestures are quite tense. The second point is that interaction with the audience is only the beginning, but there is not further interaction. You must be able to ask questions or ask for response for the audience. Managing time is important, but don't be too hasty when delivering material because something might be missed. And the last point is the exigency of linguistic difficulties in conveying the material. Furthermore, regarding the plus point in the video, in making a presentation, of course, the speaker must be known by the audience, and in the video, there is an introduction from the presenter. Even if you just ask how the audience is going, unless there some interaction going on, that a plus point. The last is conveying the purpose of presenting the video at the beginning after the introduction. This makes the audience understand the focus of this material. Okay, this is the conclusion of this evaluation is to always pay attention to everything, but big or small, because even small things that are missed can reduce performance during presentation.
Hello, my name is Alvis Syuhada, student ID number 202010010008. So, I'm going to evaluate on my take on presentation about the first assignment that I made a few weeks ago, few months ago to be precise. So, from what I can analyze about my first presentation, first assignment that I did my video on presentation is that, first things first, my comprehension skill. Well, for my comprehension skill, it's I can say it's quite good, but it takes it's still a long way to have a good comprehension on what I said about the presentation itself. Second one is fluency. As for fluency, I am quite fluent in English because that's my first. I can say it's my mother language, to be honest. So I can say I'm quite proficient on English as a language. Third one is pronunciation. My pronunciation is quite good for pronouncing English words because I'm quite familiar with the words itself. Nah, last one, not the last one. Next one is voice. My when I speak, my voice is uh quite jumbled, to be honest. Yeah. And last one is vocabulary. For vocabulary, my what can I say? For vocabs, I do have a good good hold on English vocabularies because I did learn I did learn many English words when I read some kind of English books, or when presenting like this. The words are quite familiar to me, and so I can pronounce it, and I do, I can apply it to my presentation. So yeah, that's pretty much my assessment on the first presentation for the academic speaking subject. Uh, I'm sorry if there's so much. I'm so, I just apologize. I apologize if I stutter a lot because I just because this all is just my take on my evaluation for the first presentation assignment.
On the first session of academic speaking, I'm conclude the key of delivering a great presentation. Delivering a great presentation required a software that's going to help all of our presentation activities. PowerPoint is a software that helps us all for doing the presentation. PowerPoint helps the presenter to deliver all the information to the audience and make it presentative, concise, and easy to accept. PowerPoint also a game changer for the industries that help people to understand the information conveyed. The key to deliver an excellent presentation is not just about the information, but also attitude and body language. The audience loves a presenter that has a great attitude, how they speak, and so on. The audience also loves a presenter that has a flexible body language, not a stiff presenter. Now, the problems that occur from the first presentation that I just did on the session 1 is I'm not using an intro or something else. I just read into the conclusion. The other problems that occur is the way that I spoke is not really fluently, and there's a lot of that's also disturbing the presentation. Now, the strategy to solve this kind of problem is practicing to speak fluently by fully opening your mouth to express a correct pronunciation when you are presenting something. That way, we deliver the information that we need to the audience in the correct way.
About my conclusion, in presentation, if you have volume and pace under control, you must already have the hard assets in talking to an audience. Still need to ensure that you are articulating all important parts of word. Make sure that you may feel that you exaggerated movements of your mouth. Maybe you may feel that you sound unnatural, and you must have feel confidence in your material and ability to convey it to other audience.
Hello, my name is Veamas. So, as I've seen in my video presentation, I still have a lot of weaknesses in speaking and vocal delivery, such as volume, pitch, vocal variety, clarity, articulation, pronunciation, fluency, and others related to giving a well presentation. So, in my case, problems with automaticity and fluency may appear as problems with disciplined word reading and or with reading comprehension, including slow and labored reading, frequent stopping at unknown words, lacking expression appropriate to the meaning in oral reading, inefficient or inaccurate decoding of unfamiliar words, lack of memory of words that have been read and practiced previously, automatic recognition of few words, last but not least, poor comprehension even at a literal level. As a result of improving my presentation skills in response to the issues I have identified, I have decided to use verbal fillers more frequently in my presentation. Verbal fillers are words that speakers use to fill in the gaps between what they've said so far and what they are going to say next. Common verbal fillers include or and like. The best way to minimize verbal fillers is to become a higher self-monitor and realize that you use them. Many students are surprised when they watch the video of their first speech and realize they said 30 times in 3 minutes. Gaining that awareness is the first step in eliminating verbal fillers, and students make noticeable progress with this between their first and second speeches. So, if I do lose my train of thought, a brief fluency hiccup is preferable to inserting a verbal filler, because the audience may not notice the pause or may believe it was intentional. So I believe that concludes my evaluation of my previous presentation. Thank you.
First, delivery. These chapters will look in detail at speaking situation and the main tools you will use when speaking, your voice and body language. From we learn to train all of this will make our speech much better if watched. We can also train your own voice, maybe with the help of a friend. After that, we suggest exercise that will help you become aware of your voice and nonverbal communication and show you how to use them effectively. First, using your voice. You may not be sure of the answer to some of these questions, but if you we hope your friends will help you out. Air volume, will loud noise are not uncommon sounds that are too loud for the setting and the constants. And the circumstances in which they are used are not uncommon, and owners of such sounds are probably aware of the problem. Loud sounds, soft voice, B. Breath control, two voice, two voice to their 2 point. First, a slow speech, B. Fast speech, and a 3. Activity rush. Four, speak clearly. Speak clearly. There are 2 point. The first, drop your voice. The second, local accents. 5. Using your mouth. 6. Speech variation. There 2 point. The first sounds rhythm. B. Emphasis. 7. Using silence. And C. Nonverbal communication. NVC. The first, body language. You will use it to build important connection that convince your listeners of what you have to say and encourage their response. They will use it to reflect how they will feel about your presentation skills, impress, encourage, berate, and about your message. Interest, agree, or disagree. Therefore, it is important that you use the right NVC when you speak and recognize the signal your audience is sending. Walking, eye contact, facial expressions, standing, and be nervous. The first, nervous overload. The second, to confidence. Third, control your nervous. So you need to be nervous but not overcome by it. Obviously, the best way to achieve that is to ensure that you have a lot of good, accurate information to give and that you have carefully rehearsed your speech with appropriate visual aids. You must have confidence in your material and your ability to convey it to the others. A. Mental attitude. B. Good breathing.
Hello everyone, my name is Naomi Prabaputri and I'm here to present about the evaluation from video session 1. For me, when we have a presentation, we must pay attention about the important things that we delivering some topic to the audience. First one is about the body language. Body language is one of the important things to do because it can provoke the audience to listen and excited what topic you bring. Also, don't forget about the eye contact and clear pronunciation to make your audience understand. Next, second, we must make our presentation feel alive, example by drawing a diagram on a whiteboard or presenting visual aid. Secondly, when speaking effectively in delivering, presentation is by engaging the audience by asking them direct questions. Thank you.